of the fun things that, you know, growing up here. What sorts of memories come to mind of other kids in the neighborhood or stuff that was happening?
This was on the edge of town. Then. 150, the highway a block away, did not exist.
Oh, really?
4th Street, on the corner of 4th and Heilig is where my house was. And that was a dirt road. The house beside of us had a barn. I would leave my house, come back to this street, walk up to where Carol lived.
Over to Heilig, and Carol was on Heilig.
Carol lived. And sometimes my next door neighbor, Bunny Clements, would be with us. Sometimes another girlfriend, Suzanne Hunter, up the street on Malkin would be with us, and we would go back in these woods. There were no houses back over there.
No.
It was all wooded. And play house. Yeah. Pine straw that we raked into making walls. I don't know what all you've said. No, I didn't tell you
that. You didn't get into that at all.
We raked pine straw and made walls of our little house. And a lot of times we'd carry something over with us to snack on.
This would be down the end of Heilig here and over toward where Mooresville Road is now, but didn't exist.
Sort of between Heilig and the highway. That highway.
Right. Oh my God.
And after that highway was put in, we would sneak over across the highway. Now, our mothers didn't know we were going that far.
And I won't tell them.
No, please don't. I was going to say, our parents did not know where we were, and I don't think they worried about us. This neighborhood was the best place I could tell you for a child to grow up in the world.
During the polio epidemic, what year would that have been? It was in the 40s. We weren't allowed to go anywhere. Leave our yard. No movies, no swimming pools. There were 60 plus children on Malkin Avenue in 7 blocks.
Wow.
And we were that close and close.
Yeah.
Sidewalks, everybody had porches.
Everybody had roller skates with the roller skate key.
Well, of course.
And we would roller skate from the top of Malkin Avenue, which was up there 4th Street, all the way down.
Older guys would have their bikes, and we'd hold on to the back of their fenders.
Sure.
And
go rolling down the street or back up. They could pump it.
And everybody, it was a great way to grow up. It was wonderful.
Everybody, our childhood on Malkin Avenue was the epitome of a fantastic childhood.
Really?
It was America.
Yeah.
Nobody locked their doors. Everybody's mother was your mother.
Or you could sneak across Fulton Street to the cemetery and jump from one tombstone to the other.
I mean, I wouldn't tell that on video.
That was our fun.
Where did you grow up when you were here?
518 Wiley Avenue.
518 Wiley, so that's that way of the Right, and what do you remember best about being on 518 Wiley?
Just a wonderful place to grow up. We had a massive woods right past us. Which they call Wiley Woods. We pretty much ran it. We ran everybody out that got in our way. We had better BB guns. So nobody messed with us.
So there was
but it was about 2 square blocks of wood.
Really?
Yeah. And that was big heavy trees. Very wooded area.
Okay, was there a group of boys that kind of lived close to
Yeah, we all lived right around it. So the people from over here weren't allowed to
come into your territory.
No. We were very protected. But it was an interesting place. This was all built. I think all of our parents in my age group, I'm 73, our parents built the houses in the 20s. The circus came. You know, we're in Dixie building. It's not a Winn-Dixie building anymore. Winn-Dixie was in it.
Over here.
There's a church in it.
There's a church in there. Yes, yes.
That was a field, big farm. It's called Lidrich Pastures, and the Lidrich were at the end of Wiley Avenue.
Okay.
That owned the farm. And they would lease part of the farm to the circus.
What is to set up?
Set up. So that's where the circus set up each year, is in the pasture. That was all vacant land. And in retrospect now, and it really drives me crazy because I was so stupid I didn't know what I'd gotten into. They were, from one of the cuts in the ground, there had been a lot of washout, erosion, and it had to have been a massive Indian burial ground. I found plate pots full of artifacts.
Oh my word!
And I had no idea where all that stuff went because I had no idea it was a bag. It was too far to haul it home, and we put it beside a tree or something. It'd be gone when we got back. We'd carry some of it. I still had a lot of arrowheads and stuff. But bones. We found a whole human skeleton. But we were probably 8, 9, 10 years old. Which is a shame.
It was an archaeological dig, and you didn't even know it.
Well, yeah, the water had washed it. Washed it out. And so I kid people that lived over there after they built that subdivision on top of it, which was probably the early 60s. Or late 50s. I said, y'all sitting on a gold mine out there, but you don't know what. Probably a lot of it would be back there behind that pizza place. It's right on the corner of J.K.
Right.
Bunch of red.
The Shell station's on this side.
Yeah, it's the other side.
The other
over
side.
Where the pizza place is.
Going
Back
up.
off inland.
Wow.
Just a huge amount of stuff. We find it. We didn't know it was big.
Yeah, I was born in 1923 in Rowan County, and I moved to Salisbury here in 1947 after war. I was in World War II. After World War II, I come to join the Salisbury Fire Department in 1947.
Really?
1947. I served 38 years in Salisbury Fire Department, assistant chief. So,
was that you retired from the fire department?
I retired from the fire department in 1984.
I see.
1984, February 84, and I moved here I built this house in 1950 here.
Oh, okay. And you and your wife built this?
Yeah, 1950.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
When did you get married?
We got in 1946. We got in 1946, and I moved here in 1950, and we've been here ever since.
Yeah.
So, 60 some years, we've been here.
Well, that's a good while. Now, when you built this house and moved here, was the trolley still running up
Yes,
Fulton?
the trolley was running. Yeah, we had the trolley was going on Maupin and Mitchell Avenue. It came down Mitchell Avenue to the end of Stanley. Stopped at Stanley. And then to throw their rod back the other way, and it was electric, The sprinkler used to work up here. They hook up to the hydrant to the sprinkler and have sprinklers for children in the summer.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, open the hydrant and let it spray?
And all of them, you had to live inside the city limits. If you didn't, you couldn't live outside the city. If you worked for the city, you lived in the city.
Lived in the city, right.
Yeah. And all of them had, we had bells in our homes. The wires were stretched on the streets, 100 mile of wire. Controlled all the gongs in the houses.
Really?
We had a horn on top of the fire station. When that horn would blow, it signaled where the box location was for that fire, and we had to enter that fire.
But you actually had a separate wire coming into your house,
in my house.
Not the telephone or electric. It was a separate wire.
This is a private wire. Yeah. We had private wire. We had 100 mile of wire spread all over the city. Controlling all these. We had 100 fire boxes on the streets. That's before radio come about.
Right. Right. And then you would actually connect to your house too?
Yeah, I got gongs in my house here, and it ring out a number like 47. And then we had to, had your car, jump your car and go enter that box, 47. Back then, we had a lot of volunteers. And Duke Power, see, Buck Steam Plant was kind of a control. They looked after Salisbury for, I tell you, Buck Steam Plant, electric company. And those men, all the Duke Power employees, they hear the horn blow on top of the building downtown on Lee Street. They would come down off that pole where they were working and go enter that fire. Help us help with the fires. Yeah. Most of them were, and they got $1 for every time they enter a fire. They get $1. Yeah, everybody got $1. So that's what that was your pay.
You know, for the volunteers.
Yeah, for the volunteers.
So they got $1, but you got a regular salary.
Yeah, I made $160 a month. $160 a month I went to work for.
Wow. That was in 1947.
47. I made $160 a month, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And I bought this house with $160 a month. And raised my children.
Well, how much did this house cost when you built it?
$7,000.